just want to look up here real quick.
You open that.
Should fit in here.
I mean,
Ooh, buddy.
oh, all right. Bloody towels. There's in here. She's in there.
She's in the house.
Oh, she's in there.
Open it up. Let's see.
Well, hold on. I don't know. Well, hold on.
I don't know. I'm not just. Nah. I don't. He's looking. He's looking at it. Nah, nothing. I think I opened up that grave bin and it's full of bloody towels. It stinks like a dead body.
Are you kidding me?
Swear to God. They're searching for the body.
If there's a bloody
This is not a story about a stranger. This is a story about a daughter, a mother, a family that looked completely normal from the outside and behind closed doors was hiding something so dark, so calculated, and so cold-blooded that the detectives who cracked this case said it was one of the most disturbing things they had ever walked into.
Obviously, something's going on here. We're fairly certain something's going on. We need to start fresh, and we need to tell we need you to tell us exactly what happened.
Your story's not adding up.
Your story doesn't add
Go
up.
through it very quickly.
You're extremely nervous.
Well, yeah, I had the police here last night and today. Again.
Carol, obviously, something probably happened to your mother, right? You know something that you're not telling us. That's apparent to us. We're trained investigators. We know when something's not right and something isn't right. You have many people outside of you that are concerned about your mother's whereabouts.
This is the story of Patricia Bennett, and it begins not with a body, but with a text message that felt just slightly wrong. Before we go any further, if you are new here, subscribe right now and hit the bell. Every single week, we break down real cases, real interrogations, and the exact moments where the truth finally forces its way to the surface. You do not want to miss what is coming in this one. When officers arrived at Carol's home for the second time on the morning of January 22nd, they came with a clear mission: not to arrest anyone, not to tear the house apart, just to see Patricia with their own eyes, confirm she was breathing, and close the case.
Hi. Are you Carol?
Yes.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not. She's getting her B12 shot or something like that with Dr. Positive.
It's not written down anywhere in here?
Maybe on, no, she writes down on, with Dr. T on the old calendar.
This little girl.
This is my daughter, Allison, her granddaughter.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Does she live here with you?
Yeah, we live together.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Or your
My
mom?
mother.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
been staying over at her sister's house for a couple of days because we just got diagnosed with pneumonia and got home from the hospital. I had diverticulitis that ruptured.
Okay.
So
She's back here though, staying here primarily now?
clothes. I mean, all of her clothes and everything are here. She came by yesterday, and she was here not last night, but night before last, and she was here yesterday until about 5 p.m. and picked up her medications and a fresh change of clothes and stuff like that.
Carol met them at the door like she had been expecting them. And here is what made her so dangerous. She was good. She was really frighteningly good. She didn't get defensive. She didn't get nervous. She walked officers through the house calmly, showed them Patricia's clothes hanging in the bedroom, pointed out fresh laundry sitting in the laundry room, and explained with complete composure that her mother was currently at the cardiologist getting her monthly B12 shot. She even used her young daughter at just the right moments. A small child in the background of a tense conversation has a way of making police feel like they are the ones causing harm. She had a detail ready for every question, a story locked and loaded for every follow-up, and it was internally consistent enough that officers began to feel like maybe this really was just a family dispute that had gotten out of hand.
Hi, this is Casey. Nancy from with cardiology. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Officer Pelt with the Roseville Police Department. I'm just calling because I believe you have a patient in your office by the name of Patricia Bennett. And she has some family members that are concerned about her and are trying to just make sure she's there.
Nope. She's not here. They might have got the date mixed up. Her appointment is February the 13th. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask a couple of my colleagues just to make sure, like, did she come here or anything
Or
like
is
that?
she planning on coming there?
Nope. She's not supposed to be in today. Nobody's seen, like, she hasn't come in yet or anything like that. But we can watch out and contact you.
But then they called the cardiologist. Patricia wasn't there. Her next appointment wasn't until February 13th. She hadn't been seen in the office at all. That single phone call broke the dam. Now everything Carol had said was being examined differently. Officers went back through every detail.
Is she here now?
No, she's up at the Liver Cancer Institute getting her B12 shot. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be gripey with you, but
Where is she at?
We're just getting conflicting information, that's why.
The doctor's office that you told us she went to, she's not there.
with cardiovascular, my daughter and my mom.
She's sending messages telling everyone she's here.
She's currently here.
No, she's coming back here because she just called.
She brought up her recent hospitalization for diverticulitis. She talked about her bipolar diagnosis and her struggles without a therapist. She cried. She redirected. She made detectives feel like they were ganging up on a sick woman who was just trying to keep her family together in a difficult time.
Obviously, something's going on here. We're fairly certain something's going on. We need to start fresh, and we need to tell we need you to tell us exactly what happened.
Your story's not adding up.
Your story doesn't add
go
up.
through it very quickly.
You're extremely nervous.
Well, yeah, I had the police here last night and today. Yeah.
Carol, obviously, something probably happened to your mother, right? You know something that you're not telling us. That's apparent to us. We're trained investigators. We know when something's not right and something isn't right. You have many people outside of you that are concerned about your mother's whereabouts. Where is she at, Carol?
I don't know, because she honestly said is what she told me when she left here.
Even when detectives sat across from her and told her plainly, "Your story is not adding up. We know you are lying. If your mother passed away naturally, we can work through this together," Carol didn't crack. She adjusted. She gave them just enough emotional vulnerability to seem human while protecting every single detail that actually mattered. But the police had one move left that Carol hadn't planned for. Her boyfriend Ricky had been living in the house with her for months, and because he shared access to the property, he had the legal authority to consent to a search, completely independent of Carol's objections. Ricky had no idea what was waiting for him in that garage. He agreed immediately. He had nothing to hide. In fact, the more officers spoke to Ricky, the clearer it became that Carol had kept him completely in the dark. He was calm, open, and visibly devastated to learn what had been happening around him.
You know what I mean? She's lied on me.
Who's lied on you?
Like Carol.
Carol.
She's cheated on me, yeah. 'Cause she's the one that told me that she was at her sister's house.
He told detectives that Carol was the world's greatest actress, that he had been caught in her webs before and could rarely tell when she was being genuine.
Someone's got to search the inside. Who's with her?
Help.
Huh?
Help's with her. Oh, Help's with her.
Let's see my...
Officers moved through the backyard first. Nothing. They checked the cars. Nothing. And then they turned to the garage. One officer crossed to the far corner, where a large plastic storage bin sat among the clutter. He lifted the lid. The smell hit him before he could process what he was seeing.
She's in there.
She's in the house.
Oh, she's in there.
She's in there.
Open it up, let me see.
Well, hold on, I don't know. Hold on.
Well, hold on.
Don't.
I don't know. I'm not just.
What?
Nah. I don't. He's looking. He's looking. Nothing. I think I opened up that grave bin and it's full of bloody towels. It stinks like a dead body.
Are you kidding me?
Swear to God.
You gotta get the search warrant.
For what?
If it's in there, go to the wants to.
For what?
If
We're
there's
searching for the body.
There's a bloody pillow in here. Sorry?
Bloody towels, layers of them, and beneath them, the body of Patricia Bennett. She had been dead for 2 months, stuffed into that bin, hidden in her own daughter's garage, while Carol had spent weeks sending fake messages, lying to police, and carrying on as though nothing in the world was wrong. The officer who opened that bin later said the moisture on the lid told them the body hadn't been there long, but it had. It had been there since November.
Go ahead and stand up for me. They're on James back. Okay? Think you know why we're going, but I suggest you think about what you need to tell us, okay?
You change anything. No. I might have my knife on me over there.
What followed was a masterclass in interrogation and in lying. Carol sat across from detectives and told them it was a tragic accident.
That night, we were sleeping between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. in the morning, and I heard loud banging. My daughter and I were sleeping in my room, but my mom was sleeping on the couch. Anyway, there was a big crash, and it sounded like someone was breaking through the glass window or breaking down the door in the living room. I grabbed my gun and we were running down the hallway and had my finger on the trigger like an idiot. I went not running, but walking fast down the hallway.
She had heard a noise in the night, grabbed her gun in a panic, tripped in the hallway, the weapon fired. She found her mother bleeding on the floor, and in a state of complete panic, she made the worst decision of her life and hid the body instead of calling for help. It was emotional, it was detailed. She cried through most of it, and had the evidence not already been stacking up against her, it might have been convincing.
And it went off. The only thing when I shook her shoulder and then I heard gurgling. And I screamed, Mom, pulled her on the floor, and I noticed that energy had coming out of her mouth. But I thought somebody had broken the window or something like that. There was a huge, loud crash.
But then the detectives played their hand. The medical examiner had found 2 fresh, deep stab wounds on Patricia's body. Not old injuries, not something from a previous medical event. 2 fresh stab wounds that had never been mentioned, not once, in any of Carol's versions of events. You do not accidentally shoot someone, accidentally stab them twice, and then simply forget to mention it.
Going off of what you said yesterday, I know that you're walking down the hallway, if you heard a noise, and the gun in your hand, the Ruger. If you're walking the owls right there, you tripped. The gun, you used your finger on the trigger, and the gun went off, correct? Okay. You saw your mom bleeding, and then, I think you said you saw coming out of her mouth. So.
Right away, and really on it freaked me out, and I dropped it, and I screamed out, and I don't know much better. Shoulders, called her name. When I called her name, she was back out.
The investigation revealed that Patricia had likely been killed all the way back in November. For 2 solid months, Carol had been accessing her mother's bank accounts, sending messages from her phone to keep the family calm, and sleeping in the same house as the body she had hidden in the garage. The motive was money. Patricia had assets, a house, a car, savings. Carol had been accused of stealing from her before. And with Patricia gone and the family kept at a safe distance through carefully crafted messages, Carol had unrestricted access to all of it. Ricky was released without charges. The investigation concluded that Carol had acted entirely alone. Carol Ray was charged with first-degree murder, felony use of a firearm, and larceny of over $20,000. She faces life in prison. The thing that breaks me about this case isn't the crime, it's the patience of it. The calculated, deliberate patience of a woman who hid her mother's body and then woke up the next morning and the morning after that and kept performing normalcy for weeks on end. That is not a crime of passion. That is something else entirely. If this case got under your skin the way it got under mine, share it with someone who needs to see it. And drop in the comments, at what exact moment did you know Carol was lying? Was it the doctor's office call? The sister who hadn't seen Patricia in 5 years? Or did you know from the very first answer she gave? I read every single comment. Tell me where it clicked for you. And if you are not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that button right now, because we have cases coming that are going to absolutely floor you.